Now, first off, I got a nice little clip for you. This is about the John Durham investigation. We're going to listen to some of this. Not all of it. It's a little long.
It's the same thing that happened 4 months ago when we found out the Department of Education went out and solicited the letter from the National School Boards Association so they could do what they wanted to do, namely spy on parents. The same thing happened here. This is just simply as wrong as it can possibly be.
So that's Ohio Republican Congressman Jim Jordan last hour here on those new allegations from John Durham, the special counsel. He is still at work, folks. He claims in a court filing that multiple Clinton campaign staffers hired a technology company to, quote, infiltrate servers at Trump Tower and then at the White House in order to establish a link between Donald Trump and Russia.
Now, this is something that was ongoing during the candidacy of President Trump. It's while he was running for office. And what they're trying to find out is if this happened as he got into the White House. Because if he was still being spied on illegally by the Clintons, Obama, and Biden, if all that stuff was still going on after Donald Trump was inaugurated and became president, that means that the statute of limitations has not run out, and they can actually face legal ramifications, which would be an amazing feat, but I'm not going to hold my breath about it.
Bringing the former DNI, John Ratcliffe, who has been on the story from the very beginning, first in Congress, and then when he worked for the Trump administration through the White House. Sir, good morning to you, and thank you for your time. I think the story runs deep. There are a lot of names, places, dates, etc. What should our audience understand about what this latest development is with Durham? Spell it out.
Well, Bill, to remind viewers, it was in September of 2020 that for the first time the public found out, when I declassified John Brennan's handwritten notes, that there was a Hillary Clinton campaign plan to create fake Russia collusion allegations or scandal involving Donald Trump.
Now, all the things, just take a minute and think about this. All the things that they've been whining and complaining and crying about, all the lies for 4 years, almost longer than that. It was all the lies started when he was running for president, and he hadn't even, I think he had just become the nominee, and he was still trying to fight for the presidency. All of these lies started coming out right then and there, and we had to deal with this for so long. We even dealt with impeachment trials for Trump. They wasted so much of our money doing this, and they knew that it was a lie. They knew that it was just some phony conspiracy, and yet they want to call all of us conspiracy theorists when they're the ones conspiring against a presidential nominee and future president of the United States at the time. Now, why are these people not held to the same standards? Is executive privilege should only go so far.
I met with John Durham in my capacity as DNI to share with him some of those documents that have been now declassified, but also many other intelligence community documents that evidence what that Hillary Clinton campaign plan involved and who was involved with it that still remain classified. This latest filing, as it relates to one of Hillary Clinton's lawyers, Michael Sussman, all of these filings are details that the public is now finding out, as John Durham is alleging it, as parts of what was the Hillary Clinton campaign plan to falsely accuse Donald Trump of collusion with Russia.
Help me understand this. The word infiltrate has been used. I'm assuming is that another word for hacking a computer when you're trying to infiltrate a server? Define that.
No. I think based on the allegations, a tech executive and tech company used what was originally lawful access into government servers, but to gain information and to use it for an unlawful purpose. So what John Durham's pleading talks about is that Hillary Clinton's lawyer, Michael Sussman, took this information from the tech executives and pitched it to the FBI as evidence of Trump-Russia connections that simply weren't true, and that the lawyer Michael Sussman and the tech executive knew not to be true.
Now, what they're doing is they're trying to weaponize the DOJ, the Department of Justice, for their own political gains, which is a huge, huge no-no, and also abuse of power. When there was a whole situation with, even back while Obama was still president, Obama and Joe Biden were all in the White House, and they were talking about all of this. This was a huge thing, and this is part of the report that I read that wasn't included in a news clip. But they suspect that Joe Biden and President Obama at the time had colluded with each other and Hillary Clinton to use their executive powers to still also try to dig up as much dirt as they could on Trump. And they did it by using taxpayer money for a third party to do this. I'm pretty sure that would still be executive privilege, because you're using your position of power to influence someone to do something that is not in someone else's best interest. That is a huge deal. And I don't understand why there aren't that many people talking about it. And Trump just recently had a 60 seconds or 60 minutes interview, and he tried to bring this up. He tried to talk about it, and everyone shot him down. They were just like, no. We can't talk about the things that we cannot justify. And they were trying to make him look like a loon, and he's just simply not having it. And then this comes out directly after, and I just think it's hilarious that they're still trying to whitewash everything, and they're still trying to avoid talking about it.